Hey guys, Matt from MrNoDStudios here, and welcome back. This is the 11th installment of our SuperPower 2 series on the Central African Republic. In the previous episode, we had a very interesting run-in with the Soviet Union and the United States. They went to war, and it went nuclear, which is really interesting. I've never seen that happen on a playthrough before. I have seen it happen just playing on my own, but... And of course, I've aggressed something like that, but I've never seen the AI just fall into a nuclear war on their own. It usually doesn't happen. So, without further ado, let's jump in straight into this episode. So I let a little bit of time pass since the previous episode. Almost 3 years. We're almost in the year 2063. So that managed to finish up our missile defense program, as well as our actual strategic forces and missiles majugly. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go into the research menu and bump up financing for strategic missiles. And I'm going to make this my priority for right now. And honestly, we could pretty much eliminate funding in all of the other sectors at this moment and just kind of focus on getting ourselves some nukes. Now, I'm not going to really be using these too much this early on in the game. You know, we really haven't made a whole lot of progress. I mean, considering the small little Central African Republic that we started out as right here, yes, we've made a lot of progress, but in the grand scheme of things, we still have a lot of ways to go if we're trying to accomplish world domination. So, yeah. If I go ahead and nuke someone, I'm basically going to be at war with the whole entire world, and there's not going to really be any way to peace out of it, except waiting maybe 10 or 20 years until people kind of just forget about it a little bit, or at least until they become a little bit more willing to go ahead and let it go because their country is in shambles. They have ash flying around the frickin' atmosphere, and it's terrible. Anyways, what we gonna do, guys? We need to wait for that to finish, and then I'm going to start production on the most basic missile launchers that we can do. Now, while that's running, I'm going to actually design another unit, and I wanted to do a ballistic missile submarine, and we can actually launch ballistic nukes and missiles from this submarine. So it allows us a little bit more of an ease of access to our missiles. We'll just get this really long submarine, and we'll call it, what do we want to call it? The Liberator. Because I guess we are sort of trying to go for a little bit of a leftist, communist, socialist kind of thing, even though the economy is 100% free market. We are a single-party democracy, though, and on the extreme left of the ideology scale, so... I guess we are kind of leftists. Our political party is the People's Union for the Republic. That's pretty leftist. Ooh, Brazil. Why? Brazil. Usually you're, like, peaceful over there. Why are you doing this to me? Anyways, let's go ahead and immediately begin production on some more naval units. And the reason why I want to do this is because before that war ends, I really want to join in on the side of the Allies against the Soviet Union, because if I can build a navy, I should be able to send my naval units up to the Soviet Union over here, or maybe, you know, even further up north up here, and I can go ahead and launch a land invasion of the Soviet Union. And if I can manage to beat them back, which they're a little bit powerful, you know, they're a little bit more powerful than me, but if I can manage to beat them back and take them over, well, we might have ourselves onto some world domination. Oh yeah, we don't just need to build those ASW helicopters. We need to build a lot more than that. We're going to build more patrol crafts, more frigates. We need a lot more troops to make this possible, because I don't want to, you know, plop down a navy, and then it gets immediately destroyed by the Soviet Union, because that obviously would not be good, and we just lose all of our money that we spent on the navy. So we'll do all that. We'll get some aircraft carriers as well. We'll do 2 orders of those. Alright. And now, all we have to do is wait. And also, since I don't want any chance of me not being able to join in on the side of the United States, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just place myself into the war right now. And that's actually going to should make these Western nations already involved in the war a little bit more friendly with me. And as you can see, I think it did that because the US completely hated me before, and you know, a little bit of time has passed, but it seems like they hate me a lot less now. But Brazil, they really did not enjoy me joining that war. Now they hate me even more. A lot of the same with the African countries. They did not like me joining in on that war. So your diplomatic relations will shift if you do decide to join in on a war. Now, all we have to do is wait and try and find an entryway into the Soviet Union. Alright, welcome back, folks. We are now in the year 2064, and my navy has been built up, as you can see. 1,406 units. We're now the second strongest navy in the world, and it looks like someone did attack the Soviet Union's navy. They dropped down in rank, and honestly, I don't even know if they have any more naval units deployed. I think the rest of their navy is in the reserves because they got spanked by the United States. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go into the naval tab, deploy all of our naval units right into the Mediterranean. And now, can we actually get into the Black Sea? Oh, sweet! We can. Okay, that is perfect. So now we don't have to go all the way up and over into the Baltic Sea. That's great. So I'm going to go ahead and bombard Crimea, right? Oh, my lord! Okay, the Eastern Bloc did not appreciate that at all. Can I not bombard them? Oh, there he goes. Alright, it was just being weird. So there we go. Now we bombarded them, but it appears that a few other people decided to join in on the war because I'm being a little bit aggressive against the Soviet Union. But they did launch nuclear attacks, so I don't know. I mean, that's pretty aggressive in and of itself. The Navy is surviving, though, so that's good. Let's go ahead and deploy those 5,000 pieces of rubbish that we created. And we'll get that other army up here while we're at it. We don't want them just standing around. We're going to merge these guys into that other army. And honestly, while we're at it, we could go ahead and train up another army because we're probably going to need it with all the countries that we're at war with. So there we go. We'll get more refurbished rubbish. More air defense units. More launchers. And, of course, more tanks. Oh, I don't think we finished a tank design. Gears Mark II. Maybe I didn't hit design on that. Now that I think about it. Maybe we should do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go into design. New design. Go into tank. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Now, we could see how much this is, and then, yeah, no, that is definitely not up to date. 3 million per unit, not up to date. Alright, there we go. So we're going to name this Gears Mark III, just to go with tradition. There we go. Perfect. Let's cancel those old tanks from being made, because we don't want those. Those are all nasty and rusty and ugh. We don't want those. We want brand new tanks. We'll get 5,000 of them. We need to create a great war machine for the People's Republic of Central Africa. So I'm not really trying to annex, per se, any of these countries in the middle. I mean, if I could get, like, maybe Syria, Iraq, maybe Iran, actually. I might take it just because I want my borders to be connected to the Soviet Union if I do decide to annex them. But we'll decide. You know, we'll see what's up once we go ahead and occupy them. And of course, we got to reoccupy all of our territory that the Soviets came down and, you know, kind of ransacked. Actually, I think it was Syria that might have done that, not the Soviet Union. I don't know. They're all in the same war, so I don't really care. Alright, and then there's one more small province right there. Sweet, and we'll send those guys up. Ooh, Zaire went to war with me. You know, if we do annex the Soviet Union, we could take on Zaire, because it would kind of balance out the economy, and we would actually end up with an economic gain. Because the Soviet Union, they have a crap ton of people, don't they? Yeah, almost as many people as the United States, 341 million. So, they got a lot of people. Alright, I'm going to move these guys into Iran there. Ooh, no, we got Syrian troops spawning in. It's only 50 infantry vehicles. We're good. That did worry me a little bit, though. So let's move these troops into Iran. And Romania still has those troops down here? What the heck? Honestly, dude, come on. Turkey! Why? Stop joining in on the war! Or stop declaring war on me, rather. Ooh, can we peace out of that war with Syria? Alright. Oh, we're still in this war with Syria, though. So that really didn't do anything. Dang. So it looks like all of the allied nations stopped going to war with the Soviet Union. So I'm kind of on my own now. So we have a bunch of troops all trained up and ready to go in the deployment screen right here. So I'm going to go ahead, place those guys down. Then we're going to speed up the game. And we're going to merge these two armies together. And what I'm planning on doing is sending this army straight up to the Soviet Union and engaging them there. So we're going to send those guys up. They're going to do their little thing up there. We got to combine this army, get them over there to help out in Rasht. Oops, they missed the mark a little bit. Come on, guys. There you go. Ooh, okay. So the Soviet Union sent basically all their troops right into there, into the Battle of Baku, and we are getting shreked. Ooh, yeah, okay, we might need a little bit more troops. Let's see. Let's head into the build menu. Let's get, we'll get some mobile launchers. We'll get some more artillery guns. And some more infantry vehicles as well. And you know, I didn't even bother training up any air units. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Ooh, maybe not. Actually, yeah, I guess we could do 5,000 of them. It's going to put us into a little bit of debt, but we're at war with the Soviet Union. The stakes are pretty damn high. So I'm going to move that army that's in Syria right now into Turkey. And I'm going to move them straight into the capital and take out... Ooh. They did a little bit of a swatchy with me. So I want to get rid of the Turkish army. Or at least, you know, whatever's left of it. Does anyone want to peace out? Iran wants to peace out. Let's peace out. They're still at war with us, though. Can't say I, you know, didn't expect that. Ooh. Alright, where's all of our army? I think this is it. The only deployed army that we have left. Ooh, and they're pounding on my navy. This actually isn't that bad, though, because this is kind of good, because we managed to put a huge dent in the Soviet army. Like, if we go up to the Soviet army, look at that. 50th soldier rank, 3rd land rank. That didn't change too much, but... Alright. Let's deploy another army. We'll get those guys in the Central African Republic. We'll deploy them with the air units as well. Alright. Come on, guys. We need ya. We really need ya. We're in desperate need. Come on, why won't you attack them? Is it because you need to go to that territory first? No? There you go. So, who are these guys? I think that might be Burkina Faso, maybe? We'll see. Come on. Full assault. Take them out. Run them over with the tanks. Let's go. We don't got all day for this. Yeah, BFA. I think that's the, Burkina Faso. I don't really know, though. Oh, hello! Hello? What was that? There's no path available. Okay, that's not it. Who launched nukes? Ooh, China and the USA just went to war. Wow, the whole world is like at each other right now. This is great. This is honestly probably the most involvement I've ever seen from the United States. Usually they're just so powerful they don't want to do anything. They just kind of sit there. You know, maybe they do a little bit of work in the Middle East because they're already at war in the base game. But yeah, wow, they sent over their navy and they're bombarding China right now. Wow. The United States is being very bold. Ooh, they had an epidemic in Gabon. They only have 164,000 people. One province big. A lot of forests. Let's go ahead and reoccupy our territory here. And honestly, I might even try and get out of this war right now because it's not going too well and more countries just keep joining in against me. And I'm really not trying to get, you know, screwed over and capitalized and all sorts of things like this. Ooh, failed. Ooh, Venezuela. How's our stability looking? 26%? So it has raised. Ooh. We are losing the money. Alright, we gotta go ahead and make some cuts in healthcare. The USA signed a ceasefire treaty with China. Alright. And we got to reoccupy our territory because those guys just went all willy-nilly right through my country. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wow, that's actually a manageable force to beat then. That was actually a really small detachment. That looked a lot more impressive than it really was. Let's take a look at the war list. How's everything going over here? Can we get out of these wars? Yeah, honestly, any war I can piece out of, I would like to. I just want to be at war with freaking the Soviet Union. That's it. They're my only target, really. I mean, come on. Syria, Iran. All right. That's good, honestly. This is perfect right here. I don't want any of the West at war with me. Anyways, I didn't even notice it before, but Bahrain over here went to war with us, and so did... Ooh, who is that? Oh, that is Bahrain. Sorry, Qatar. Qatar went to war with us, not Bahrain, but Bahrain just declared war on us. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to move in on Bahrain, and I want to annex them as well as Qatar. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to... I keep messing their names up. Whoever this is, the island. Bahrain. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get there through land, or if I'll have to have Navy units. If I have to have a Navy, it's not going to happen, because my Navy got completely destroyed. Alright, let's move in on the capital of Doha. Only 77 infantry. There we go. And now for the moment of truth. Yeah, it doesn't look like we can move across the ocean without a navy. That kind of sucks, but alright. Let's go ahead and annex Qatar. And can we peace out with Bahrain? Yeah, we could. So I'll go ahead and do that. Alright. We have a military unit all trained up, all ready to go. I'm going to deploy them along with our air units. Oh, that's going to be a beast of an army. Woo! These guys are going to go straight into Russia. And hopefully that'll provoke a little bit of an attack and pull all of the Soviet troops that are kind of just sitting down in the Middle East up to their country. We're going to make slow progress here because of international borders. Alright, there we go. Perfect. We are carving straight across Turkey and going into the Soviet Union. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's have this army occupy Iraq. Also very beautiful. I love seeing that orange tint to Iraq. I love it. Hopefully soon it'll be a green tint. I would love to incorporate them into the glorious empire. You know, I love how I was just talking about in the previous episode about how leftist we are, and I'm like, for the empire. Yes, yes. How's that army faring up there? Pretty well. Yeah, they're gonna win that battle without a doubt. Cool. So it looks like we'll actually probably be able to snatch up the Soviet Union. Ooh, are we at war with North Korea? We are. Alright, I might even be able to go over there and snatch them up as well. Let's occupy Syria and move in on the Soviets right there. They're in Turkey. They're just all sitting there waiting for something to go down. Oh, I don't know if we'll win that battle, actually. Ooh. Alright, let's see if... Do we have any more units? Okay, we got a bunch of air units to deploy. But not any ground units. Let's get some more ground units going. How's our deficit looking? Yeah, it grew a little bit, but it's okay. Alright. That should be good. How are we doing? Ooh. It's about 50-50, a little bit in our favor, though. So we could probably win the battle. Yeah, it looks like we're winning. Sweet! And that army that got attacked by Romania and the Soviet Union also won. And it looks like those are all naval units right there, so I don't really have to worry about those guys. Ooh, who is sending troops? Brazil? Why you gotta do this to me, Brazil? And they send over, like, the puniest army. Only 203 ground units. Come on, dude. Like, you really think you're gonna do anything to me with that? Alright, let's deploy these guys. And those guys are actually gonna get mixed with this army over here, because it's kind of falling apart. They've seen a lot of wars and a lot of battles. Oh yeah, really quickly, we need to reoccupy. Oh, we have to go to war with Angola again. That's okay, though. We should be able to peace right out of it after we take over our territory. Alright, there we go. Now let's get out of that war with Angola. Can we get Brazil out of all this? Because I want them out, man. I really don't want them in the war. Alright, I guess they're going to have to stay. Now the Soviet Union has to answer to me. As you guys can see, we managed to go ahead and do a little bit of janitorial duty. We cleaned up all of the troops that were kind of stationed in Turkey, Iraq, Iran, Syria, that sort of general Middle Eastern area. We got rid of all of the troops in there, all the Soviet troops most importantly, We're currently fighting Pakistan over here. This battle has been going on for a really long time. Pakistan put up a pretty darn good fight. They were moving around, squirming around. They were like little worms wriggling, and oh my god, they were not having it. Their military was busting on me completely. So, we're going to go ahead and occupy the Soviet Union. Oh, look at that, look at that. And then we're going to send the remaining troops. Actually, we're going to then converge the troops right there where the Mongolians are going to... Oh! Oh. Okay. The Soviet Union just bombed us, completely destroying our stability. Alright, we're going to have to put some money into propaganda. Whoa. That is not good, people. That is not good. Get rid of healthcare. Oh no, they're sending even more! Come on, missile defense unit! Oh! Yeah, they know this is it. This is their final stretch. Usually when Russia is over and done with and you're gonna annex them, they usually end up launching nuclear attacks. That's just what happens in this game. Ah! You dang Russians! Oh no, they're launching them more! Oh my god, why? What the heck? Okay, dude, you know, enough is enough. Like, really. After a certain point, you really don't have to keep sending more and more nukes. Jeez, Alright. Oh! They just keep going. They just keep going. It doesn't ever stop. Okay, annex them, quickly. There we go. Alright, we're moving in on Mongolia, taking over Mongolia, and then I'm going to settle for just that. I don't care. Oh, my. Just keep sending them. Like, how many bombs do you have? The Soviet Union has so many bombs. This is literally after they just went to war with the United States and launched bombs on them. Like, seriously? Oh! Every time I move my troops, there's a new nuclear attack. As simple as that. Oh! Jeez. Alright, we're taking over Mongolia, and then we're moving over to fight the North Koreans and hold down that section of the border. And of course, the Soviets, they haven't run out of nukes, so they're going to send over some more. Thanks, guys. You know, it's really great. I love it. I love it. Alright, everybody, so here it is. 6 months have passed, and I managed to annex the Soviet Union, Turkey, Iraq, Iran, Syria. Oh, my lord. We are huge. Let's take a look at the More Info tab. Oh, look at that. 724 million people. Ooh, China has 4 billion people. That's so crazy. We're in the year 2069. Oh, that is an insane amount of population. Anyways, we are now the largest country on Earth. We annexed the Soviet Union, and things are going really, really well. Except for our budget. It's kind of, it's kind of taking a big poop. Our GDP per capita did go up about 7K from where it was when we weren't at war. So we did manage to make some money there. Or at least I should say some gains there. Now, what we need to do is readjust this budget really quickly. And honestly, I don't know if we're really going to be able to situate this kind of a burden. Because this is a huge... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Alright. So is it going to stay in the positive? Hopefully it will. Because then we can provide our people with the most glorious and luxurious lives. Ooh, and we just annexed Mongolia over there. I don't know if you guys saw that in the background. But we got them too. Sweet. So it looks like the budget is in order now. It just needed a little bit more time to go ahead and get situated. But it does look like it went ahead and evened out. So we're doing really good there. I'm just going to bump up research all the way again. And we can leave it like that. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode off here. If you guys enjoyed this one, please leave a like, please comment, and please subscribe. It really helps out, and it really does mean a lot. So once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.